One topic that comes up on the ACT is graphing trig functions. Some of you have seen this and some of you have not. But with your graphing calculator, all of you would be able to match a graph with the trig function that they give you. Again, we want to do graphing, so again, we're going to start with going to our y equals. Clear out your equation. Listed on the screen, we have the trig function y equals cosine x. Your sine, cosine, and tangent buttons are found in the middle of your calculator above the numbers. So to graph cosine x, we'll do cosine, and we're still going to use that same x button below mode. If you go and you hit your graph now, you might have a straight line like I do. You could have several different things listed. It's because we need to switch our zoom option to a zoom trig. So click zoom in the top middle where we went to zoom standard before. In number 7, you're going to see zoom trig. So either scroll down to 7 and hit enter, or just type in the number 7. You'll see now that we have a curve. This is your cosine curve. So on the ACT question for you, they have you graphing a sine of theta. Theta is also just thinking of an x. You won't have to plug theta in your calculator. Go ahead and graph the sine trig function in your calculator and see if you can match it with one of the graphs listed. Okay, you'll see that this problem got a little bit trickier because of that a in front of sine. You can go ahead and still graph y equals sine of x. So go to your y equals. We're going to change that cosine to a sine, and we want the sine of x. When you hit graph, you'll notice that it still stays as a zoom trig. And now we have to match the graph on our screen and try to match it with one of the letters listed. Now, there's a couple that are easy to eliminate. If you look at our screen on the graphing calculator, you can notice that our function starts at 0, 0. The only two functions that you have that start at 0, 0 are f and h. So j, g, and k can be eliminated. Now we probably want to see what that a value in front of the equation can do. In order to do this, you can go to y equals and you can graph several equations at one time. So if a was 2, we could do 2 sine x. We could also do 3 sine x. You could do 1/2 sine x. You can go ahead and guess and test as many as you want. When you hit graph, you'll notice that all of these graphs will appear on one graph on your calculator. When we're looking at the difference between f and h, you're going to notice the number of waves that you can see increases on h, but on f we have one going up and one going down. That matches exactly what's on our calculator, so the answer here is going to be F.